Imagine a blockchain where you have a near zero gas fee, and then you have an Oracle service provider like Plugin, which provides a cost-effective Oracle service where you can pay Oracle fee and then you can get the data from ID sensor, write it in blockchain. So we have to rely on blockchains like XDC, which can handle, as Naresh said, huge volume of data at the same time at a cost-effective manner.
Welcome back to another episode. I am your host, Rebecca. And at XDC Podcast, we talk about blockchain, technology, projects, innovation, and of course, XDC Network. I have two special guests today, Karthik, a blockchain specialist and IT project manager, and Naresh, a blockchain officer. Both play a key role at Plugin. They deliver multiple blockchain solutions, but today we will be discussing more of decentralized oracles and how is the role of decentralized oracles in the DePIN ecosystem. So welcome both to XDC Podcast. So let's start. If you can introduce yourself, tell us what you do and your background.
Thanks, Rebecca, for having us here. So yes, I'm Karthik and I'm working as a blockchain specialist and IT project manager in Plugin. So overall, I have around 18 plus years of experience. I started my career as a mainframe developer, but then over a period of time, I have played roles such as business analyst, product manager, project manager, QA lead. And then around 2021, I wanted to try my interest towards blockchain technology. But by then, blockchain was an emerging technology and I wanted to see what is interesting in it. And then I got glued to it, right? So then I got an opportunity to participate in an event called PLI Blockathon. That event was conducted by XDC and Plugin, right? And I posted an idea, we developed an application, and the application won first prize for me, not just the prize, it also earned me a job in Plugin. So now I am sitting as a blockchain specialist and IT project manager for Plugin in front of you. So that's how my blockchain journey started. Now as a blockchain specialist in Plugin, I'm working on various Web3 applications such as data feeds, RWA app, and then we are also working on some supply chain applications in Web3. So that's about me. And Naresh?
Yeah, firstly, it's my pleasure to be on this podcast thanks to XDC and Plugin. So introducing about myself, I'm Naresh. I'm a software developer and a blockchain specialist. I develop end-to-end blockchain solutions at Plugin, and I have developed several projects within Plugin ecosystem like Plugin data feeds, Plugin VRF, and Plugin staking platform, and many more applications. So that's about me.
Thank you both for doing the introduction. Can you tell us about the plug-in blockchain solutions that you have, and if someone can explain the deeper concept of decentralized oracles?
Sure. Plugin is XDC's Oracle of choice, I'd say. But what is Oracle? So we all know blockchain technology we call it blockchain technology as a Web3, right? It's a new technology which has its own architecture, which has its own infra. But then we also have traditional applications which are built in Web2 technology, right? So we have an existing medical application or healthcare application or a finance application. And those applications needs to talk to Web3 applications like the blockchain applications that are built on Web3. And it is not easy or it is not possible for a Web3 application to directly talk to a Web2 application and get data from that. It needs a bridge to communicate the Web2 applications to blockchain applications or normal apps to decentralized apps. And this bridge, we call it as Oracle, right? And when we talk about blockchain, we say it is a decentralized ledger technology. That means each and every data is decentralized and we want to make it, or we are making it immutable. But then when we say there is a bridge and that bridge is centralized, and if we make the bridge vulnerable, the whole purpose is defeated. So there comes decentralized Oracle. So not just the blockchain technology, the bridge that connects the Web2 to Web3 is also getting decentralized or has gotten decentralized. So that is called as decentralized Oracle, and Plugin provides the decentralized Oracle service to the XDC ecosystem or the XDC blockchain. So what does this decentralized Oracle do, and what are some of the examples with which I can explain? I can talk about DeFi applications, right? So we have many decentralized finance applications which relies on the feed of like, for example, it requires feed of index pairs, it requires feed of cryptocurrencies. All these prices are coming from exchanges, right? We have prices coming from multiple exchanges. And these exchanges are in Web2 platform, right? And we want the price from this exchanges to go to blockchain. In the way, I don't want this prices to be manipulated or halted or made vulnerable. So I want the feeds to be securely transmitted from multiple sources. It's not just from one source. Price gathered from multiple sources, securely transmitted to blockchain, where the DeFi application can consume it and use it. So plugin price feeds is one of the major applications which helps all the DeFi applications if they are relying on feeds from the Web2 platform. So that's one. Not just this, like we also have another use. So we are providing Oracle services, but at the same time, Plugin Decentralized is also helping the dApps that are built on Web3, not just DeFi, right? For example, let's talk about RWA. If you are tokenizing a real world asset, there are two main cases which will come in RWA, which we'll call it as proof of ownership. Or because, for example, when I try to fractionalize a property, the ownership of the physical asset will move from one person to another person. At any point of time, if I want to know who is the current owner of the property, I need to check the ownership of the asset in the Web2 application. Now I need a bridge again to check the authenticity of the ownership and pass it back to the app. So that is where decentralized Oracle again comes as a key player. So we are working on RWA applications where this is happening. Another main feature that I would say, like particularly for gamers, right? So plugin provides a functionality called VRF, Verifiable Random Function. And this is very key for all the gaming application, because if your gaming application is looking for a random number generated, and if you want that random number to be completely secure and absolutely random, then you need to have a service that we are providing, Plugin VRF. So that is another service that Plugin is providing as a decentralized Oracle provider. Like along with that, we are also providing interoperability, right? For example, if you want to talk not just between Web2 to Web3, if you want to talk between Web3, like if you want to talk from one blockchain to another blockchain, then you can use Plugin Oracle, because we provide cross-chain interoperability. So these are some of the ways that plugins decentralized Oracle helps XDC in terms of connecting the traditional Web2 applications to Web3, and also helping the DeFi applications to have secure, trustless, and reliable data, because we are collecting all the data from reliable data sources, and we have a big community. The strength of plugin, I would say, is the community, because we have, as we are talking now, we have nearly 1,000 plus operators, node operators we call them. So though they are all our community members, they are providing data from multiple parts of the world to plugin. And then we have a set of validators who validate the data that is coming from multiple node operators, and they ensure the right data and the reliable data is passed on to the blockchain. So that's how plugin is formed, and with the help of our community members, with the help of our robust architecture, we are providing this secure, scalable solution, decentralized Oracle service solution to XDC, and we continue and remain as a XDC's Oracle of choice.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for sharing us the services that Plugin offers, from Oracle price feeds, VRF, as you mentioned, and whatnot. And you know what? The first time I've heard about Oracle, or the first time I heard about it, is basically watching the movie Matrix. And from what I understand in that movie, the Oracle is a truth teller, and it's also a clairvoyant, where it can see the future. So I think it's kind of similar to what you said. But
we are in Oracle is what we are in.
Exactly. So basically, you are a bridge between Web2 and Web3. And you make sure that this data is validated, it's accurate, and also immutable.
Absolutely.
Right? Okay, perfect. So yeah, can you tell us what is the crucial role that the decentralized Oracle plays in terms of decentralized physical infrastructure network?
So to understand this concept clearly, I would like to take two projects which are there on XDC platform. One is Plugin, which is Oracle service provider, and the other one is Storex, which is a decentralized storage on the platform. So I will take a use case like a weather station. We know the weather stations provides a lot of data like humidity, temperature, atmospheric pressure, and all these data would be required by some of the applications like monitoring systems, environmental tracking systems, and many more applications like disaster management systems. And they need this data to be reliable and not tamper-proof data, and it has to be secure as well. So what happens is how one can ensure that whether this data is reliable and it has not been manipulated in between. So this is where plugins oracles comes in. So what plugin does is it bridges the gap between the physical world and the blockchain. So it takes through plugins robust smart contracts. It can take the data from multiple sources, like Karthik explained. It can take multiple sources data and validate it and put it onto the blockchain. So the problem is solved for these applications so that they can trigger their actions like fund releases during the disasters, and all these actions can be taken through the plugin automation, smart contract automation as well. So parallelly, what it can also do is it can, as it collects the data, it can also put this data into a platform like Storex, which is a decentralized storage network system on XDC. So what it does, it stores all the data into its platform in a fragmented and encrypted manner, and also it stores in a redundant fashion, meaning even if a part of network is down, it can retrieve the data back. So now we can see what is the use of storing this data in Storex. So since it's going to be a large amount of data in the considering the amount of time we are going to collect all this data, and it can be used in future analysis like weather forecasting, agricultural benefits, and many more applications. So we can beautifully see that how a plugin as an oracle and Storex as a decentralized storage provider, it perfectly fits and appreciates both. So all in all, plugin oracles can take data from both the sides, either from the application, the data coming from the resources or application, and then it can also forward to the consumers as well. So it ensures reliability, security, and transparency, immutability. All in all, this is about plugins role in DePIN, and when we combine how it looks.
Right. So that's very reassuring, the centralized oracle, it doesn't matter even if it's DePIN or an application or a dApp, it boils down to securing the data. The data must be accurate, the data must be validated, and again, it's immutable. So using plugin decentralized oracles, what benefits should I get?
Okay, again, I'll take this question. So it is important to understand that plugin as a decentralized oracle on XDC network, it packs into a powerful synergy to the DePIN projects. It provides several benefits. For example, reliability through decentralization. As I explained, I would take another example from plugin. For example, it collects data like carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and many more air pollutant data, and it feeds into air pollution monitoring systems, and this data is very crucial for these monitoring systems to trigger alerts in case of bad weather conditions. So the reliability of this data is given through plugins, oracles, validator nodes, and the entire system that plugin operates, the fashion in which it operates. And going forward, I would also mention about the cost efficiency with by using for DePIN projects to use plugin oracles, because since the DePIN projects heavily rely on a lot of huge amount of data. For example, consider decentralized and renewable energy grid, solar panels or wind turbines. These might be located in various regions and any number of devices. So when the data is coming out of this and it has to be moved into blockchain, so this is going to consume a lot of transactions, and the DePIN projects would benefit from this, because when it comes to XDC, the XDC is designed in such a fashion that it can handle lot of like huge amount of data and a lot of transactions together, and it is also very much scalable through plugins oracles. So this is how cost efficiency and operational performance can be achieved through this plugin oracles and XDC's network. Going forward, I would also explain about the automation that plugin brings in, and also trustlessness, how it enables trustlessness within the system. So for DePIN projects, there is a need for automation as well, because when blockchain is involved, it cannot trigger by itself. So plugin provides automated smart contracts. So it is audited and written in such a fashion that it can automate certain flows and trigger some payouts. For example, we have a wireless network DePIN project, and there the service provider has to be rewarded for his service, and based on the user's consumption. when user consumes a particular amount of a network, then he has to plugin will validate whether he has really met that conditions and instantly trigger the payouts for the service providers. So in this way we can avoid intermediaries in between, and it also brings trust between the entities. So, and also, as I explained earlier, there is also interoperability and data integrity that we bring in, because if you see, a plugin can take data from multiple applications or resources and also can forward to multiple applications and resources. Consider an example like supply chain management. We have manufacturers, we have distributors, and then we have consumers and retailers in between. So if you consider the entire system within a decentralized network, then it's going to be very difficult to transfer data from Web2 to Web3, Web2 to Web3, Web2. So when plugin comes in between all these layers, it can transfer data between all these entities seamlessly, and it increases the operation performance very greatly. So this is how the data can be transferred between multiple entities, and it reduces the cost, and it also improves the performance of the system.
I just want to add a little bit on the cost efficiency.
Sure,
here.
Karthik.
So I think it's good time that I recall the project that I did in 2022. It's a carbon offsetting project, right? So the idea is to collect the amount of carbon being emitted by the road transport vehicle, okay? And then based on the reduction in the, like for example, if you drive safely in a good speed, right? There is a reduced carbon emission from your vehicle. So for those drivers who are helping to achieve this goal, we wanted to reward them with some incentives, right? So that's the idea of the project. And we did this by using IoT sensors in the car. The data will be collected from the IoT sensors in the car, transferred to blockchain using plugin Decentralized Oracle. And when we talk about IoT sensors or real-time data being transferred from source to blockchain, right? It's real-time. Yes. Imagine like a city like Dubai, right? Where we have thousands of cars running every minute or every day. And imagine the amount of data that will be transmitted from each and every vehicle to blockchain. And every time you hit a blockchain and you want to write something, there is a cost involved in it, right? So that's where XDC and plugin comes into the picture and plays a key role. Imagine a blockchain where you have a near zero gas fee, right? And then you have an Oracle service provider like plugin, which provides a cost-effective Oracle service where you can pay Oracle fee, and then you can get the data from IoT sensor, write it in blockchain. So cost effectivity in IoT based projects or DeFi projects where there is a real-time data transfer or huge data being transferred from one place to one source to blockchain, right? So we have to rely on blockchains like XDC, which can handle, as Naresh said, huge volume of data at the same time at a cost effective manner.
Right.
So I think that's how, and particularly, I can also take the same example what Naresh said, DePIN, right? So we have solar grids, and there is in DePIN, this is one of the use cases, right? Like I have a solar pin, and then I can make it as a decentralized physical infrastructure, and then based on the the reduction in the electricity consumption, because I'm giving renewable energy, right? I get rewarded, and so this solar panels, I have to collect data and then prove that this solar panel has, using the renewable energy, saved this much of fossil fuels, right? So this data is again real-time data. And for me to make this type of application functional in blockchain technology, I need a cost-effective, but at the same time, a powerful application, a powerful infrastructure, scalable and secure. And I think XDC and plugin, they complement each other, not just cost effectively, security, reliability in terms of TPS, right? So when you see the real-time data transfer, it has to be instantaneous. Like every time I hit a carbon emission, I have to record it in blockchain. So it has to be instantaneous also. So I think transaction per second, cost effectivity, security, absolutely XDC and plugin complement each other very well. Yeah.
Exactly. I agree with you with the perfect combination of both plugin and XDC. It complements, as you said, right? So plugin making sure that even if it's coming from multiple feeds, the data is accurate. The data from the real world connecting to the blockchain is always accurate and validated. And yes, using XDC TPS 2000 plus transaction per second, nearly zero gas fee, and it's very secure because we just launched, XDC 2.0. It complements each other. So yeah, shifting the topic a bit, I've heard you mentioned something incentivization and also Oracle gas fee. So Plugin does have a token, I think. And if you can tell me what is the role of that token and what value it adds to the users.
Yeah, sure. So yes, Plugin has a token, and Plugin's native token is called PLI. The ticker is PLI. And just before I answer this question, Rebecca, I just want to tell, so the next few seconds, whatever benefits I'm talking about the PLI plugin and PLI tokens is purely to explain how PLI acts as a utility token. No way can be considered as an investment
Community, do your research, okay? Do your
So yeah, so as like in the previous question, we were talking about Oracle fee. Right? For example, when you want to write some or get some data from source, a physical asset or a Web2 application, and you want to write it into blockchain, there is an Oracle fee because the bridge works here, right? So it has a smart contract and then it does some activity. So there is a minimal Oracle fee which is consumed if you are building a DeFi application, right? And then you want to use Plugin's decentralized Oracle as a service. You want the price feeds from multiple exchanges coming into your DeFi application, and then you want to use it to trigger some actions in your application. Then there is a minimal fee that you have to pay to Plugin's decentralized Oracle. So that fee is paid in terms of PLI. So that's the first utility or the main utility for us. PLI is considered, is used to pay the Oracle service charge. And how are we utilizing this, right? So when I keep telling that we are getting data from multiple resources, how it is possible? Because we have thousands of node operators sitting across the world, and they are helping us to send reliable data to the source, right? They need to be incentivized, right?
Correct.
And then we have a set of validators who are having even more powerful algorithm, and they ensure they validate that data is going correctly or the right data is going, and they also need incentivization. So we have a strong reputation algorithm, and we use carrot and stick method to incentivize all our community members for the help and support that they are providing. And this incentivization is happening through PLI. So that's the second use case. Now we'll talk about the third use case. We talked about gaming, right? Yes. So, and if you are using plugin VRF, right, functionality, again, there is a fee associated to it. So there, if you have PLI, then you can use the plugin VRF functionality also. And there are many dApps that plugin is building to leverage the PLI. For example, I'll talk about that there's a synthetic asset protocol that we are building. And using the synthetic asset protocol without owning the real asset, like you don't have to own the Bitcoin, but then you will own a synthetic Bitcoin. You don't have to own a Ether either, but you will own a synthetic Ether. So we are building this protocol where you can trade on the value of the real assets using synthetic assets. So this is a use case that we are building now. And to use this, you need to have a synthetic USDT, right? So this you can get by staking XDC or PLI. So if you have XDC or if you have PLI, you can stake it and get the synthetic USD. And then you use it to trade in the synthetic assets that we are building. This is another interesting use case that we are building. And I can keep talking about the leverage of PLI and how it's helping the decentralized application, real world asset tokenization. If you want to know the market price of the property that you are going to fractionalize, I can get that and show that to the people who are investing in your property. But then again, I need a Oracle to tell me what is the market price of the property, right? So again, Oracle will play a role there. There is minimal fee that you have to pay. But then all these are proving your users or the DeFi application end users that the data that they are seeing is coming from a decentralized service, which is reliable. So that's a benefit that they are going to get by giving a minimal fee. And yes, PLI is listed in exchanges. So it's available in BitTrue, Bitmart, Globiance and XSwap. And if you want to know more about our tokenomics, I encourage all of you to visit Plugin.Global. Under the tokenomics section, we have listed the complete details about the exchanges, tokenomics, distribution, everything. So yeah, so that's Plugin and PLI token for you.
All right. So all the descriptions that Karthik and Naresh has mentioned, it will be placed under the description of the video. So please watch out for them, follow them. All right. So yeah, thank you so much for giving us the utility of the token. And I'm glad to hear that plugins incentivize the users, not just the node holders, but of course the community as a whole. And yeah, incentivization is awesome. Who doesn't like that, right? And incentivization encourages participation. And from participation, it makes sure that the ecosystem is stable and it's growing. So yeah, Karthik, you mentioned, and Naresh, you mentioned some projects like gamifying, RWA, carbon emissions. I wanted to know the roadmap of Plugin. Please be sure about that.
Okay, I can talk about the roadmap. So Plugin's roadmap is very strong, and we are growing stronger every day. So so looking at the roadmap, right, our primary focus or prime importance is on the Oracle, because we are primarily an Oracle service provider. So we want to ensure that we are providing the best Oracle service to all the dApps and our consumers. So we are continually, like I think few months back, we released Plugin 2.0. We introduced a PLIP architecture.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And then now we also introduced Plugin 2.1. Now we are working on some enhancements to the plugin protocol itself, where we can provide even better decentralized Oracle service. So we are working on cross-chain interoperability. We are working on some automation to make Plugin the best decentralized Oracle service provider for XDC. I think so. That's throughout our roadmap. We'll be continuously enhancing Plugin and Plugin Oracle services. Along with that, we are also working on some innovative dApps also, right? As I said, we have almost finished developing a RWA project. So we are in the process of finalizing the last few steps in the RWA. So this is a real world asset tokenization, which is tokenizing the real estate properties. For example, if I want to own a property, or at least own a stake of a property in Burj Khalifa, right? And then it's not easy for a person like me to own. Yeah. Yeah. And so to make my dream come true, not just my dream, for everyone's dream to own a stake in premium properties, we need to fractionalize this using blockchain technology and Web3. And then we are building that property. We are building that application, right? So where premium properties will be available for users to own a stake starting from less than 500 dirhams or like 1,000 dirhams. Yeah. I'd say under USD, you will be able to own
We can all say, I own a property in Burj Khalifa.
Yeah, so that's one of the key projects, I would say. As I told you, we are also working on this synthetic assets protocol, right? So that is another, because see, there are many, I would say, like what is a key or key assets which are limited in supply. For example, index pairs. Like, so it's not available. It's not easy for everyone to afford one. So with the synthetic assets, they'll be able to trade on the value of the real assets. That's again enabling people to own Bitcoin or a synthetic Bitcoin, Ether or synthetic Ether. So they are going to own and trade using the synthetic. So whenever there is a price value up, like your synthetic assets is going to give you benefits. And we are working on that synthetic asset protocol. So that's also in our application. We are working on a trade finance mobile compatible application, which is in compliance with M-Letter. I know like trade fintech is now hot topic. So we are trying to complement what XDC is building, and then build a mobile compatible yet M-Letter compliant application, which is going to help the supply chain platform. So that's on the supply chain that we are working. And VRF, yes, very soon. Naresh is actively working on a gaming app, which is going to keep you all thrilled. So using plugins VRF, we are building this intuitive gaming application. Very soon it will be launched in testnet, right? So we want people to give a try in testnet in Apotem, and then based on the feedback. So this gaming application we build to prove the versatility of plugin Oracle, right? So to build a gaming application, the main thing, as I said, is VRF, and we want to ensure that or show the users of or the community members, yes, plugin VRF, how it complements the gaming application. So just for that, we are introducing this gaming very soon. I think there'll be announcement coming for that also. And I think we are also working on, I think what is the talk of the town now? It's all AI, right? So everybody talks about AI, be it food industry, be it retail industry, be it healthcare industry, AI is everywhere. And now our R&D team is spending a lot of time on studying how AI can help decentralized Oracle service, right? So we are providing secure, scalable, reliable, but how AI can complement this, right? So in terms of the data analytics, because Oracle is all data transfer, right? But we have data, we handle data, which is the fuel for AI. So how we can use AI and Oracle in combination to provide some powerful use cases. how we can use machine learning for trend analysis and all those things. So that is another piece our team is actively working, AI in decentralized Oracle. So yes, pipeline is very strong, keeping all of us busy and the community members busy. We are looking forward to launch a lot of innovative dApps and announcements related to Oracle services. So I'm just giving you a list of key projects that are in our roadmap. But then if you want to see a complete list of our roadmap, it is available in Plugin.Global. And we have a separate section for roadmap which talks about what we do in Q1, Q2, Q3. So yeah, I encourage users to look at our plugin roadmap, and then if they have any questions, we are happy to assist. Yes. So that's roadmap.
Perfectly laid out. I agree with you. The roadmap is strong, and I see it's too bright. Even the projects or the focus areas that you're focusing, AI, RWA, trade finance, supply chain, these are market trends. So no doubt about it, Plugin will be successful. All right, Karthik, Naresh, thank you so much for giving us the insights, deep dive to Plugin, and also everything that you mentioned, decentralized oracles, DePIN. Thank you so much for your expertise that you shared. And I hope community learned a lot on this podcast episode.
Thanks for having us, Rebecca. And I encourage all the users to also follow our social media handles because we are very active in social media. So follow us for announcements and also visit Plugin.Global to know more about us. Thank you for this opportunity and thank you for having us here.
You're welcome. I can't wait to have you back and talk about more things about Plugin. So yes, please follow Plugin social medias and the website. Again, it will be displayed on the description of the video. And for anyone who wants to know more about XDC Network, please visit www.zinfin.org. Or if you're a blockchain enthusiast or a tech developer, please participate to our forum by going to www.xdc.dev. So until next episode, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.